Yo, what is up, ladies, gentlemen, guys, and gals? This is Ladash coming at you, and today's topic is going to be on marriage. So, I actually had to chunk this one up, over time, to just due to a lot, basically mainly to my friends, because through their experiences and what I've been told through them and what I've observed and whatnot, it's helped me formulate the opinion that I have today on marriage. So here's what it is. Do you believe we marriage is needed? And I don't mean the concept of marriage as in, the joint partnership and everything. I mean the the governmental legalized way of marriage. See, the the thing with it is, one, you have to recognize, or if you don't know, the history behind marriage basically started with essentially a man basically having a woman as property. That's what it was. The father of another family basically sold his daughter off as in an arrangement for a business deal or a conjunction of a family for trades, certain trades and whatnot. But basically, yes, the woman was property, and of course, going off that traditional uh, practice, if you will, it spawned off into some means of a romantic type of way, and of course, certain amendments were made. But today's day and age, basically, you yes, you have the whole ceremony and everything, but on paperwork, there is basically a contract between you and your significant other, where you where yes, you are documented in the gut, but you're documented in the gut, I guess, the governmental file system, what have you, that you both are one, and on top of that, you've signed off on the legalized last name, which if if you decide to go over the last name of the spouse, or the bride, or the last name of the groom, and on top of that, you're signing off that you're essentially signing off that, should this not work out, that one person gets half of something, or one person's losing half of their assets and whatnot. So my thing is it really necessary now? I know it's hyped up to be this grand thing and everything, but at the end of the day, it is just paperwork. When we're going by the legalized version that we have today, it's becoming, yes, is initiated through the act of love and passion, or compassion, I should say, for the other person. But we're excluding the spiteful ones out there that will literally just do it just for this purposes of straight up divorcing for these assets. But it's become a case where yes, that is a factor in our thought process, where it's like, well, shoot, you've had so many cheatings and whatnot. It's like, okay, well, I mean, if he cheats on me, then I'm just gonna get half his stuff. And then it's like, well, if you're so concerned about this person just just running off cheating on you, or just running off doing whatever, I mean, what was it? That honestly just shows that you two didn't have a strong bond building up in the dating process, or the relationship you had before you got married. In a sense, you're basically, and for those of you that are religious, you've lied in the face of God. For those of you that aren't religious, you're lying to yourself, because you basically are standing at this altar making a promise, a commitment to one another, basically saying you are to become one and you're to tell each other the truth and whatnot. Yet, you turn around and you're literally dishonest to the person that's supposed to be one with you. You're turning around and you're having doubts about the person you've given your entire respect, trust, and everything to. So tell me, you know, are you just getting married to basically lock them down, to force them to basically be one with you, or basically show that, hey, if you do decide to basically let go of me, this I get half your stuff. So tell me, is it worth it? Because for what people trying to crack up what marriage really is, that it's a bonding between one another. It's starting to be a lot of bullshit. I mean, excuse my French. Uh, it's come to a point where, yeah, I'm really tempted to say that to heck with, no, not even tempted. I am pretty much recommending now that that you actually experience life with finding a love partner and really never thinking about marriage in that sense. For those of you that are religious, uh, now I understand that marriage plays a part on a religious aspect, and the I'm not discouraging you from going ahead and going still pursuing that, but I really want people to stress the the dating aspect of life, the or I guess of a relationship, that you're supposed that I don't want to say you're supposed to, but you should be exploring everything about this person that you're trying to make this lifelong commitment with. Exploring the aspects you you're getting you're getting to know them completely, thoroughly. You're going through struggles with them, seeing how how you two go tackle a situation together, seeing how you two can make success happen, or how you learn when you fail, basically making things happen out of nothing, making something happen because you two are there for each other, seeing how much trust is behind one another, and how it builds, how it grows, and seeing the possibility that it'll just endlessly grow because you two just sync like that. Seeing that new possibilities can happen from that, as far as anyone that wants children, seeing how that legacy can continue on, or maybe perhaps you can't have children by that means, but you could see that this person is welcoming of adoption, maybe something like that. But you know, I'm just saying that, one, marriage is marriage is overrated and underrated. Basically, it's underrated in the fact that people have lost the true meaning of what it means to actually be ready for marriage, as far as the concept of bonding of two individuals and whatnot. It's overrated in the sense that you have to go through this document process to do it. That you have to basically shackle yourself to doing this. That society is pushing people to adopt this means of a bonding between individuals, literally locking them away like that. And yes, I can see the intricacies and certain things, and you've invested so much of your time into an individual, and then they just you know you drop you out of nowhere. But at the same time, it's best you found out like that than to find out things way later down the line, when that other person basically feels so pressured, they have to hide it in a far more creative manner, and then he just blows up in you later on, and you've already invested more time into them, on top of that, the stature of the marriage. So yes, in my opinion, it's today's style or manner of or idea of marriage is just out the window. No, not out the window for not out the window, of course, for everybody else in society and whatnot. It's just out the window for me. That idea has to be revamped, changed or something. But yeah, honestly, of course, this is diving into the LGBTQ community. Uh, that's a whole nother topic into itself. But yeah, I mean, that's at the same time, yeah, it's become a case where it's pushing other people to really fight to try to fight to gain a right to to marry under to marry under this type of document system that shouldn't even be a thing at this point. So I just that's just my thoughts on the situation. And I guess going back to the dating part of things, you know, again, everyone, I really stress you you take it seriously when in the dating process of things, that you actually invest a lot of time into really trying to get to know the person. Yes, of course, let them know what you're about. I mean, you can go ahead and try to impress a lady if you're a guy, or if you're a lady, you can go ahead and you know try to impress the guy, or just see basically pick the guy's brain to see about if he can impress you. But really strongly cannot stress this enough. Take the time to thoroughly get to know that person, that you hold off on really pushing forward certain things. Like, don't rush into the relationship to begin with. Make sure this is really something you want to do. I always strongly recommend that you do stick to what I saw in a series before, a 3-month dating rule. 3 months, is 3 to 6 months is generally a great time frame, a great minimum time frame, I should say, to really get a feel of a certain person and how they tackle certain aspects and things, and really get a idea of if you're really feeling this person to start a relationship process. And as far as a relationship, just remember that yes, you've gotten yourself into a title of a relationship, a title of a case with this person, but all it is at the end of the day is a super dating process. That's what it is. That's what a relationship is. Regardless of whatever else you could say about it, the whole bonding of things and process for marriage, it's super dating. Because now it's a case where, yes, you have a title with this person, and it's you may feel obligated to really, do more for this person, but no, you're growing and nurturing with each other, while still getting to know further about each other, to get to the point where you're like, okay, I'm for sure this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. Then you get to marriage, or lifelong partner. That's what I'm calling it now. Someone told me, that you know marriage is just having a lifelong partner. Yeah, so if you do opt out of, if someone were to opt out of marriage, I would basically be saying, go ahead and find a lifelong partner, because you know for the many divorces that keep happening out here, I'm like, just go out there and find a lifelong partner. Please don't stress yourself out about all the crap that's revolved around marriage and whatnot. Right now, this things are crazy, and for those in America, I Not going to mention about, our current presidency, but it's something to think about. Anyway, that's my take on marriage. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please go ahead and leave a like. It really does help. You can go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Click the button right next to my icon down there. And again, please leave any feedback, comments, or what have you. If you and I greatly appreciate any suggestions or critiques even of my videos, so I can further progress. Of course, I do have plans to further progress. There's just a timetable in which I have to meet certain things, certain budget line for, of course, better feature content and everything. So anyway, everyone, I will catch you all later. And again, thank you for checking me out. Catch you all later.